Hello and welcome to the Horizon reallocation example for Merrill ETF series. In this video we're going to go over the 5 steps involved in reallocating your Merrill account using the Horizon Action Report. The first step is to open and review the action report and to open the Horizon Reallocation Worksheet. You then will open your brokerage account where you will export your current position information and import it into the reallocation worksheet. Once that's done, you will return to your brokerage account where you will rebalance using the sell and buy transactions generated automatically for you by the reallocation worksheet. Before we get started, a couple important legal disclaimers. Compass Investors is not an investment advisor or financial planner and cannot offer any individualized advice or guidance to its subscribers. The following is provided for educational purposes only. You are fully responsible for any investment decisions, and we encourage you to consult with a financial advisor before making any investments. Past performance does not assure future results, and remember that all investing carries risk, and no one should ever risk more than they can afford to lose. Under no circumstances will Compass Investors be held liable for any losses incurred while using the service. Horizon is an independent publication of Compass Investors, and we are not affiliated with Merrill. With that out of the way, I've taken the liberty of signing on to my Horizon for Merrill ETF account. Here you see the subscriber homepage. The homepage consists of 4 main buttons. The first button accesses the reallocation process document. This is the instruction manual for using the Horizon service. We encourage all of you to review that prior to making any reallocation. The next are the 3 main steps accessing the tools that will be used during the reallocation process. First is the action report, second is the reallocation worksheet, and third is the access to your Merrill account, where you will download your transaction history and then return to enter your transactions. Let's go ahead and start by opening the current action report. The action report consists of 3 main sections. The first section is the model portfolio. Here you will see selected for you a list of ETFs, their ticker, their name, their Horizon score, a model portfolio allocation, which is a percentage of the total amount being allocated, information about any holding periods or penalties, if any, and the asset class that the ETF falls within. A note about the score: this is a positive or negative number. A positive number indicating a degree of momentum in the positive upward direction. A negative number, which is any number with a bracket around it, indicating a fund that is going in a negative direction. We will never invest in a score in the Horizon model portfolio that has a negative score. You can see here that we have allocated across 3 funds, all of which having a positive score. As a reminder, your investment decisions are entirely your own, and of course you may invest in any or all of the ETFs shown here in addition to any other investment vehicles that may be available to you. As you scroll down, you'll see that there is some performance history for the service, and lastly there's a link to this reallocation video should you choose to watch it again in the future. Let's go ahead and return to the subscriber homepage, where we will now open the reallocation worksheet. The reallocation worksheet is an Excel spreadsheet, and you must have Microsoft Excel loaded on your computer in order to use the features that we're going to show you. Notice the security warning that will appear showing that macros have been disabled. You need to enable macros. Depending on your version of Excel, you will do this differently, but in our case, click on Options, click on Enable this content, click on OK. Let's go back to the subscriber homepage, where we will now access our Merrill account and download our transaction history. Enter your username, password, and click the Login button. You now want to access your current holdings, which is under the Accounts menu, Holdings category, Current Account Holdings. You can see that we're currently invested in 3 holdings as shown here, along with a cash position indicated by the money accounts line. Scrolling back up to the top, we want to export those positions into a comma-separated spreadsheet. Click on that button, and if you return to Excel, we can now import those balances by clicking on that button, selecting the name of the comma-separated file that was just downloaded, and you can see now that the 3 positions that we held, along with our cash position, have been imported automatically into the current balance and current share balance columns. A couple of things about the reallocation worksheet. The model portfolio allocation from the action report has been transcribed automatically for you. You should always, however, double check to make sure that it is identical to the action report. Notice the blue sections below. If you have any holdings that are not part of the Horizon model portfolio, those will appear here along with their share balance and current dollar balance. Notice the column labeled bypass. If there is a holding that you have that you wish to maintain and not be rebalanced as part of the process, you can change the N to a Y, and those holdings will be left unchanged. For our purposes, though, we're going to rebalance the entire account, so we press on this reset bypass, and that'll change those back to a no. Notice that there are 2 tabs. We're on the Fund Allocation Matrix tab. We now want to go to the Sell By Transactions tab. And what just happened while we were clicking on that tab is the spreadsheet automatically generated the exact sell orders and the exact buy orders that we need to enter on our Merrill account in order to rebalance according to the Horizon model portfolio. Just so you can see how the bypass feature works, let's assume that we wanted to hold on to our Halliburton stock. We go back to the Fund Allocation Matrix, change the Halliburton bypass flag to a yes, and go back to the Sell By Transactions tab. You'll see now that the Halliburton is no longer part of the sell orders, and of course the buy orders have been modified accordingly to leave the Halliburton stock alone. So let's go ahead and do this reallocation, leaving the Halliburton. We see that for each sell transaction we have a ticker, their name, a dollar amount, a share amount, and a percentage of the total that's being sold. For each buy transaction we have a buy ticker, a buy fund, and a dollar amount. We're going to go through and process each of the sell orders followed immediately by the buy orders. We encourage you to do this while the market is open. It just makes the process a lot easier and faster. One brief note about any cash line that's shown in the sell orders. Of course, you can't sell cash. That amount is indicated here so that you can see that the total amount being sold is exactly the same as the total amount being allocated into these 3 buy orders. So let's go ahead and start. We skip the cash, we move on to the spider. Now I'm going to be using my Alt-Tab key combination to go back and forth between the reallocation worksheet and my Merrill account. The first thing we can do, we want to trade. Click on the trade menu, stocks and ETF under place and manage orders. We're going to start with our sell orders. So we're going to be selling spider, and since we see that we have 1 share and we are selling that entire position 100%, we're going to click sell all, and that'll automatically put the share in there. We suggest you use market orders. You can certainly use other orders, but that's more of an advanced skill, and we would refer you to other resources to see if that's appropriate for you. But in our service and in this example, we're going to use market orders. Scroll down, press preview order, confirm everything is correct. Scroll down and press submit order. We then get a confirmation of the order here. In order to place a new order, you can simply press place new order. We now go back to our reallocation worksheet where we're going to place the second order. I'm copying the ticker into the clipboard so that I can paste it here. See that we have 10 shares and we know we're selling all of it, so we can click Sell All, select Market, scroll down, press Preview Order, scroll down, press Submit Order, place new order. We've completed our sell orders. We now have 3 buy orders. First is VOE, so now we're doing a buy. Symbol is VOE. Now we don't know how many shares to buy, but we do know a dollar amount, which is in this column. So we're going to copy that dollar amount, click the Calculate by Dollar Amount link, paste that amount into the field, click on Update Shares. You'll see it's calculated to 33 based on the last price that this security traded at. So it's done all the math for you. Click on Save Shares. It automatically populates it into the quantity field for you. We're doing a market order. Scroll down, preview order, scroll down, submit order. Place new order, continue with our second buy, which is IJJ. Buy, IJJ, copy the dollar amount of that trade, open the calculator, paste the dollar amount in, update shares, save shares. Market order, preview order, submit order. Place new order. Now an important note about the final buy order that you will make. Because we are trading while the market is open and share prices are dynamic, it is possible that you may have more or less in your actual trading account than the final dollar amount. So it's easy to check that. Go to a Merrill, click on My Account Balances, and you're looking for cash available to invest, which in this case is $26.53, which is higher. Another reason why it would be higher is because, remember, you're only buying whole share values, so we're not buying exactly this amount, which left a little bit left for the last order. So instead of using the amount from the worksheet, we are going to use the amount available to invest. For the final ticker, buying IJS, we're going to copy that dollar amount and place that into the calculator. Update shares, save shares, market order, preview order, submit order. We can now go look at our holdings since we're finished. Our position should now resemble the model portfolio. Notice that we have 0 quantity here and here because we just sold those. So our new holdings consist of the Halliburton stock that we left alone, and then IJJ, IJS, and VOE that all have positive share values. So those 3 holdings correspond to the 3 holdings that we wanted to invest in, and approximately in that percentage amount. Well, that concludes the reallocation process example for the Merrill account. If you do have any other questions, please do not hesitate to contact us.